Hello everyone, this is Chetan Singhal. Welcome to my channel Stats Shine, where knowledge shines to make you shine. So before we get started, just a brief introduction about myself. I have done my graduation from Hindu College, Delhi University in Statistics, and I have completed my masters from IIT Bombay in Applied Statistics and Informatics. Okay. So in my earlier videos related to JAM, I have talked about the various programs that are offered in different IITs through mathematical statistics exam, how to prepare the books and materials, various tips and suggestions related to the exam, right? So if you have not checked those videos, so please check out the links below and watch them. So in this video, I will be covering different aspects related to JAM, like the cutoff marks. Many students want to know that how many marks that one should get to clear the IIT JAM exam, and some facts related to the placements in IIT Bombay and Kanpur, and some different comparisons that students want about IIT Bombay and Kanpur, about the placements, the PhD programs, government exams, right? So with respect to that, so yeah, let's get started. So firstly, if you want to know that how many seats are there in each category, so you can refer to the brochure. So in general, there are about 18 to 20 seats in each of the college, IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur. So there is a lot of tough competition if you see. So in our time in JAM 2018, there were around 3K students, 3,000 students that gave the exam, and out of those, if you see, only 40, like 20 in IIT Bombay and 20 in IIT Kanpur, I would say, in general category. So they were selected. So there is a quite tough competition if you see, and the competition is increasing day by day in this stream, right? So you need to be really focused and prepare well, right? So and exact seats, if you want to know, so you can refer to the brochure in which there are more information about these things, right? So next, coming to the cutoff marks, right? There are many places where it's written there are 45 to 50 marks that are sufficient to get a JAM examination of mathematical statistics exam cleared. At some places I have seen they quote it to be 60 marks. But this is something that you should not consider, right? The paper is of 100 marks, so your target should be of 100 marks only, right? So cutoff, that depends on the level of the paper. If at some point of time in some year the paper is easy, then the cutoff might increase, but at some point of time in some year, if the paper is hard, then the cutoff might decrease, right? So the last year, so the paper was quite hard, so the cutoff was quite less, like the topper itself were in 50s, right? So at that point of time, if you see, the cutoff might be less. Even 40 marks is sufficient to get you into IIT. But in some years, suppose the paper is easy, so it's easy for all, right? If paper is hard, it's hard for all. So accordingly the cutoff will vary. So don't restrict or constrain yourself with these numbers, right? Say I need to score 50 marks, I need to score 60 marks. So the paper is 100 marks, your target should be 100. You have to cover each and every topic very thoroughly, so that you don't leave any topic, and try to learn each and every aspect of all the topics, right? So don't constrain yourself with these numbers, though obviously there will be the level of the paper is so that you cannot score 100 on 100, but you can at least try to do that, right? So if the paper is easy, then the cutoff might increase to say 70, 75 or so. It depends, right? So though that's not the case, even 65 marks is considered to be a very good marks to score in JAM till now, but we doesn't know, right? If suppose in an exam you are sitting and you have in your mind that 60 marks are more than enough to clear the JAM examination of mathematical statistics, but at that year, suppose the paper was easy and the cutoff got 70, and you are in expectation that I'll clear, but you don't, so then don't consider these things. Like, your target should be 100, so try to get do your maximum efforts, try to do your efforts maximum, and try to give your best shot, right? These are the numbers. So yeah, so you'll talk to different persons, so they'll quote different numbers. For example, in our time, if I say, so I got 57 marks in my IIT JAM examination in 2018, right? So at that point of time, if I say, so there were around some more students that got more than me, right? So there were some students that got 60, 65, and cutoff was more or less around that for IIT Bombay, right? So that was that. But there might be other years the cutoff is less. There might some other years where the cutoff is more. So this is quite changing and depends on the level of the paper, right? So general idea you might have got about the marks, I think, right? So now coming to some comparisons between IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur. So many students ask that which college to choose, like which college is better. Though majority of the students want IIT Bombay. Why? Because the factor that they consider is of the place, Bombay, right? As it said, the city of dreams. So they are very attracted or fascinated by the city itself, and IIT Bombay is also one of the most prestigious institute of the country, right? So they are more attracted towards it, so they want themselves to be associated with this college, right? So though IIT Kanpur is also one of the best IITs, but still because of the place they are more fascinated towards IIT Bombay. IIT are good, and the statistics program in both the college is equally good, right? The MSc Statistics in IIT Kanpur and MSc Applied Statistics and Informatics from IIT Bombay, both are very good programs to pursue your career in statistics in data science domain, right? So there are some things that you might consider. So firstly, there is something in students' mind that they want to go for the placements ahead, they want to go for the PhD, or they want to do some government examination, right? So you can pursue statistics, masters in statistics in any of these colleges like IIT Bombay, Kanpur. But if you prefer PhD or government examination preparation, so I would suggest IIT Kanpur has a slight benefit because the course or curriculum is designed in such a way that it aligns with those preparation. There is more of core statistics, a slight difference, I would say, not much. I have seen students from IIT Bombay also that pursue PhD, that are into government examinations, but there is a slight difference, I would say, right? And as far as placements are considered, both colleges, so at earlier times like 2-3 years back, like there were things like IIT Kanpur usually is not the placement opportunities are less at IIT Kanpur, but this is not the case. Like in 2-3 years the placements have been very good at IIT Kanpur as well, right? So as far as placements are considered, so both the colleges are equally good, and yeah, so at the end both are IITs, and you will get the tag of that being an IITian, right? So that is something huge in itself. Students are very eager to know about the placement opportunities in this program, right? So what are the future prospects of this course, right? So the placements in IITs is like so everyone knows, like IIT is famous for graduation in engineering, right? For BTech programs. So the MSc is not of that value as compared to the BTech in different streams, like the graduation, because that is the main stream that the IITs are famous for, right? So there the students have to compete with other students collectively. So their placements is common, right? In IITs the placements is common, so it's not that you have a separate placement team that will look for replacements like for masters. So the placement team is collective, it's for whole institute, and the placements are common, so you have to compete with your batchmates, with the other courses, with BTechs as well. So the competition is really hard in IITs to compete, right? So IIT Bombay itself, if you see, there are a lot of students sitting for the placements. IIT Kanpur also a lot of students, so there is a very tough competition in the placements, though there are some specific companies that come for this particular course. There are a lot of opportunities that one get, like if one is preparing sincerely for this analyst or this data science or statistician position. If one prepares with full dedications and thoroughly, so there are high chances, there are a lot of opportunities that one will get, and there are high chances that they will make it through to the placements, right? So students want to know about a rough figure that what is the placement package that the students usually get. So if I want to quote a number, like from last 2-3 years, I would say. So on an around the average or the median package, I would say, is around 9 to 10 lakhs per annum. So there are some students even getting higher than that, and there are some students, though less, they are just getting below that also. So this is just a rough number. The numbers will change year to year. This is quite subjective or ad hoc, if you see, right? Because year and year this field is so dynamic that each year there are a lot of things that keeps on changing. So in my upcoming videos, I'll be sharing my experience plus experience of other people from IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur to share their experience of their preparation for JAM Mathematical Statistics exam, to give you more information and insights about how to prepare for JAM examination. So hope you have liked the information that I have given in this video. It was quite informative for you, and if you like the video, please subscribe my channel, click on the bell icon. Keep shining. Thank you.